Hey everyone, I'm Joel on the road, and today my UNESCO World Heritage journey is at the historic centre of San Marino in San Marino. This is San Marino, sitting on top of Mount Titano. It's one of the world's smallest countries, and you can almost see the entirety of it in the shot behind me. Now, it's got a fascinating history because it's one of the world's oldest sovereign states. It was founded in 301 and gained independence from Rome, and it's been independent pretty much entirely since that time. Now, its system of government dates from the 13th century, and it also has one of the world's oldest constitutional republics from the 16th century. Very, very fascinating, and it's hardly changed because it's sitting here on top of a mountain. Let's check it out. As an independent republic, defence has historically been super important to San Marino, as it's always been surrounded by larger, more powerful neighbours. And so, to keep the city safe, there was constructed 3 huge guard towers in a fortress design on top of the hill. And it largely did keep the city safe despite a fairly small army. The city was never conquered and only occupied briefly during World War II. So this is the second tower, and it stands right on the top of Mount Titano, and it's almost 750 metres above sea level. Now, this was the most important fortification, and inside these days there's a museum dedicated to weapons. Now, this has actually stood since the 13th century, though it has been restored a couple of times. So this is the Piazza Della Libert, and it's the heart of the city of San Marino. Now, it's very small and compact here. It feels very authentically medieval because there's no cars and the buildings are all made of stone, so it's very cool. The building behind me that you can see is the town hall. It's essentially the seat of San Marino's government, and yeah, it's about the size you'd expect from a country this size. But although it looks very old, it was actually built at the end of the 19th century. It's a funny little spot here, being an enclave totally within Italy, because they opted out of Italian unification during the 19th century. They didn't want to be ruled by the new king of Italy, and so they stayed independent, as they had been for all of their history. And it's interesting to see that reflected physically and politically. It's still independent, and it's still much as it was in the old city over the centuries. Very fascinating. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage site.